What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mashanddrum Whiskey Room. We're back. Wednesday night, baby. Oh, yes. Wednesday night. We are popping bottles tonight. A lot of bottles. There's even some bottles here in the camera. Holy shit. Yes. Have a lot of whiskey to catch up on tonight. I figured I'll still getting the finals of Blendageddon. I needed a couple more samples from a couple people, so some more stuff from the winning blends before we send those over to the ADHD whiskey and also Mr. Fred Minnick to crown our champion. So I figured tonight, man, I got a bunch of bottles laying around. I have not gotten to them yet. Why not open them tonight with you guys? Do some live reviews. Talk about a couple of news stories in whiskey world today. Talk some new bottles and yeah, just have some fucking fun tonight, guys. So hope everybody enjoyed the video I released today for the Coy Hill, the Jack Daniels Coy Hill. Oh my God, guys, it is so effing good. William Wiley, who's in the chat, he was kind enough to send me his bottle of it. He was lucky enough to get a couple bottles, I think, and man, he sent me one. He's like, hey, I asked him, like, can you send me one to review it? I'm not sure when Ohio will see it, but he was kind enough to send me that, did a cool review of it, and absolutely stellar bottle. You know, no George T. Stagg this year. That bottle is a definite, great alternative with, that high proof and all that friggin' ridiculous rich flavor. It was awesome. So let me know in the chat what you guys are sipping on or what you're going to open tonight. We'd like all you guys, if you have nothing open that you've been thinking about opening, open it tonight with me, guys. I'm going to try something new tonight. I got a lot of bottles going to be trying something new. I am actually kicking off tonight with this Nassif Family Reserve rum. So Gene Nassif was kind enough to send me this bottle. This is one of their newer rum products that's hitting the market soon. Nassif Family Reserve. I'm not sure if this is their first rum. Oh yeah, there you go, Eugene. Eugene's in the chat. What's up, Gene? Gene, is this your first rum that you've released? Yeah, everyone say hi to Eugene Nassif in the chat. This is his stuff. There it is. I'll put it up to the camera here. There it is. Oh yeah, look how dark, nice and dark. Woo, looking good. Sipping on some Remus Repeal 5. Very nice. Wildlife and Whiskey is here. Elsa Murillo's here. Coy Hill is ridiculously fire, she says. A little Jack Daniels Single Barrel Barrel Proof. Richie Z is here. Stephen Holtzclaw, FAE02. Old Whiskey Mountains. What's going on? Adriana's in the house. Port Whiskey and New Oak Cask Aged. Nice. So yeah, this is, I'm going to sip this now. Might as well start off the night with a little bit of rum. And guys, all I'm going to say is I'm always looking for the butter pecan in a glass of whiskey. Here it is. Oh my God. If you like butter pecan ice cream, this is all this is in the glass right now. Again, a little bit of like the tropical notes you get from a rum, a little bit of maple syrup there. And a little bit of pineapple. But man, right on like the edge, right on the edge of it, kind of the little outlier note that you get. There's this little like funky, dusty oak note that's right on the back end of it. Like boom, like baby got back. But not like a big back, just like a little small back of like funky oak. But all of it mostly is sweet. Ooh. All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. 107 proof. Oh man, Eugene, this is it's really good. And Eugene, if I didn't like it, I'd tell you I didn't like it. It's really good. So, age a minimum of 5 years. These rums were aged in New Oak, ex-whiskey, and ex-port. The result is a rum that is both enjoyable for the rum connoisseur, whiskey enthusiast, and cocktail lover. I can see this actually working really well in a cocktail as well. A little bit of dark fruits there too. But man, the butter pecan note in this is ridiculous. I'm curious to see as this opens up, we're going to get more of the port cask, some of those notes as far as like the deep, rich fruits. think they're starting to come to the forefront a little bit here. Almost got like a bright raspberry note in there, like a fresh raspberry as well. A little bit of raisin. But man, this is like butter, pecan, rum, ice cream, maybe drizzled with some like blackberries. I'm sorry, some raspberries, and with little oak chips in it. That might be hard to crunch on your ice cream. I got to my because I'm not gonna take any sprinkles. I'll throw some oak chips in that shit. It'd be delicious. Woo, that's good. Yeah, butter is definitely peaking in this bottle. Damn. That's right. I'm sorry, butter pecan, not butter pecan. Butter pecan. Eugene, let us know when we can get this or if it's available yet. This is delicious. This is a very, very unique rum. If anyone out there is a rum connoisseur or a rum lover, I think you'll really like this. It's very different. It's I wouldn't say it's not as like in your face as Foursquare, but it's not as like tame as some of the other rums you see on the shelf. It's kind of like nice in between rum where it's got a ton of flavor, but it's not as like in your face as like a Foursquare. Really good flavor profile, and again, that mix of casks is really, really interesting. Man, delicious stuff. Good job, Eugene. I'm loving that one. I'm just gonna keep sipping on that. We got Rarebird 101 in the house. What's going on, man? Let me say hi to some other people in the chat here. I think I saw Kilco Whiskey is here. What's going on? Everyone go check out Kilco Whiskey Musings. Richie Z, I think I said hi to you. Scott Pigsley's in the house. What's going on, Scott? JG is here. Of course, Sunday Evening Scotch said hi to you. Just got to meet him over the weekend. I was in Indiana for the Scotch for Dummies. Scotch for Dummies did their anniversary event out there. Got to meet a couple of great people that I've only known in the chat, but also got to see, let's see, Everwind, who was in the chat, usually there. Tom R, who's usually in the chat, was there. Steve A. Scott from Scotch Test Dummies was there. He just recently, so if you guys don't know, Scott retired from the force and is now a full-fledged employee for the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. So he's going to be heading up their social media and YouTube channel. So congrats to him. Got to see him for a little bit. It was great to see Scott. Obviously great to finally meet the Scotch Test Dummies, Scotch for Dummies, I should say, in person. Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome time. They had some great guests. Glenmorangie was there. Did I say that right? Glenmorangie, Ardbeg, Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, of course, was there. It was a great event. Let's see here. DMCKY is here. What's going on? Let's see who else. Hey, Tim Evans, what's going on, man? Desmond O'Brien's here. What's going on, Desmond? Richard Petruccia, still wondering on Company Distilling, finished in Maplewood. Can't say I've seen that one yet. Jeffrey Wack is in the house. What's up? One of the finalists in Blendageddon. Congrats again, man. Justin Jenkins is here. Let's see. The Brewbaker Maker. What is going on? Nice to see you. Oh, Brewbaker Maker. We got some good news coming your way very soon. I think you know what it is. Let's see. Man, $40. That's it. Hitting shelves everywhere. $40 for that rum. Sign me up. That's a steal. For that rum, that's good. Whiskey Tornadoes in the house. Everybody go check out Lance. What's going on, buddy? Hope to see he's enjoying some FAE02. I think he just released the video for that. I dug that one. As it's gotten more, as I've sipped on that one a little bit more, actually right here, it's I don't know. I really liked it at first, and it's really good. And I think texture works in that whiskey, but I still think I find FAE01 a little bit more interesting overall when I go back to it. It's got all the fruit forward notes and some of the different. FAE02 is good, but I don't know. What's even better is the FAE01, FAE02 blend. If you want a killer freaking whiskey, blend those two together and then try that. I think I call it the FAE03 or 2.5, whatever you want to call it. If you have both of those bottles and you haven't blended those two together yet, you're missing out on probably the best makers release this year. I'm just saying it's that good. Oh shit, Curiosity Public is in the house. The proof point on the rum is 107. So nice to see the guys in the chat tonight. What's going on? Curiosity Public, if you guys have not checked out their website yet, or their YouTube channel, I should say, definitely go check out the guys. They've been doing some crazy drink throughs. They did like a Jim Beam drink through. Didn't you guys just do like did you do all the Glen Morangis, all the Glen Fiddicks or something? It was like a 1-hour video. You drank all of them. Remind me what it is in the chat. I forgot. Let's see. As good as the Tente. That's a good. I'm gonna have to do like a rum off and figure which one I like better. Saucy Shane's in the house. Everyone go check out Saucy Shane. Has a great YouTube channel as well. Good. Thanks for checking in, man. Aaron C says sort of on time. Okay, well, welcome in. Donald Rant's in the house. What is up? Whiskey Yoda is here. Whiskey Mountains, I got some good news for you about a possible pick that Scott and I might be doing. I'm just saying. Well, we kind of did it already, but we'll tell you what it is. But we're still working on getting that Bakers or Knob pick, and if we get one, then you're definitely going to be in on that. So. Top Dogs in the house. What's going on? Sugar Kitty's in the house. Pouring some Riffbird Smoky Pick, starting with the Rittenhouse Rye. All right, more people coming in. I can't even keep up. So real quick, I'm going to post in the chat right now. Click that link and vote on what we're going to open tonight. Obviously, we're going to try to open most of these, but we're just going to kind of get the order going. Also, there's a vote for the mystery bottles. Don't sleep on the mystery bottles tonight. I'm just saying, the mystery bottles could be something pretty interesting that I know everybody would like to hear about. So, let's see here. Literally just squealed with excitement. Call it Rum Drum and dive into the rum world. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Bourbon Wrench is here. Only water for me. Got to get my blood taken in the morning, and I don't think my doc would be happy to see my blood being half bourbon. What is up, Trev? I think Trev has finally come down from the high of the Maker's Mark experience. But yeah, last week I missed, guys, because I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas for work. And I got a little lucky playing at the craps table. This girl that went up to the craps table, just a little word of advice whenever you play craps at the casino. If there's a first-time female player, like never played before, and it's a female, you go all in on her. I don't know what it is. Every time I've ever played craps and a first-time female has played that game, not even knowing shit about craps, they roll for like hours without crapping out, and they make the table a lot of money. And had that situation happen again, I was like, oh my God, this girl's never played before, and she's about to roll. This girl rolled and hit point after point after point. I kept upping my bets and won, I won like $560. I mean, come on. That was awesome. Walked away a happy guy, came home, and I bought Boss Hog, which I did the review for. So that's where some of my money went, not all of it, but found money, man. Might as well, if I'm going to buy a bottle, it's going to be a bottle that I probably wouldn't buy on my own. So I got the Boss Hog, which actually ended up being a really, really good rye. So it'll definitely go in kind of my rye at the end of the year. Competition to see if it comes out as one of my top ryes of the year. We'll see what happens. Oh my God, this rum is like drinking ice cream. This is like, I want to pour this on ice cream. That's a little dangerous. All right. Hey, Zach Andrews is here. Emily Chambers in the house. What's up, Butta? And definitely play the pass lane bets. Yes, the pass lane. Not knowing shit about craps. I didn't even realize I said that. Peter White, Boss Hog is a gamble in itself. Yeah, exactly. So the only reason why I bought it this year, and I mentioned that in the video, it had two of my favorite things. Rum. It was a rum finished rye whiskey, but also a high toasted rye. So I love toasted ryes. Not that crazy I think about toasted bourbons. I think that fad for me is done. After the Wild Turkey won, I'm like, all right, I don't think toasted bourbons are my thing. So done with that. But toasted rye, on the other hand, are delicious. So high toast barrels that once held rum, high age and semi-high age rum from the Philippines. 17-year-old rye whiskey. I rolled the dice on it, pun intended, and I actually really like it. That's right. All right, so let's check the votes here because I'm going to start popping some bottles here. Let's see what the results are so far. So first one up is Wild Turkey Rare Breed Non-Chill Filtered. Okay. Number 2, the mystery bottles. You guys aren't sleeping on the mystery bottles. Number 3, Bardstown Bourbon Company Ferrand, not sure how you say that. Followed by the Kentucky Owl Batch 11, which is in a tie for the Old Elk Finished Editions Cognac, Port, and Armagnac. All right, so let's start. We're going to start with kind of the low end of that spectrum. Let's go into the Old Elks because I've been dying to try these Old Elks. So let's do that first. But before we do that, I got to show you guys this. This is amazing. So if you guys don't want shelf turds, there's a craftsman in there. His name is Rick Ross. He's not the rapper or the hip hop mogul, but he's just Rick Ross, and he makes these amazing tasting boards, and he customizes them for everybody. So I'm going to show you what he put on mine, which is pretty cool. So you guys will be able to see this pretty good. So as you work your way, so in the slots where you see the Glencairns go, he has FYO Train, Turkey Strong, Mash and Drum logo, property of Stout Belly, and then Blanton Sucks. On the top there, it says it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. And then on the bottom, which is great, is a whole, basically the entire flavor wheel. All the tasting notes you need as you're tasting whiskey. So he was kind enough to make this for me. I obviously paid the man because you got to pay for good craftsmanship, but this is freaking awesome. So we're gonna break it in tonight with some great pours. So let's do these 3 here. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Yep, Turkey Strong's always got to be in there. Yep, Rick Rose for president. That's right. Yep, Rick Rose. What did I say? Did I say Rick Ross? Maybe I did say like the hip hop mogul. Rick Rose. Yes, Rick Rose. All right, so here are the Old Elk finishes. So these are actually really nice bottles, and as I mentioned, we have a cognac finish, a port cask finish, and an armagnac. Now, as far as, let's see, so this is straight bourbon. So this is their bourbon mash bill, not their wheated bourbon, but their regular bourbon mash bill. So let's get into these and compare these. So that is the cognac. This is the port. And these have a nice color on it. And then one I'm excited for is the armagnac. I'm an armagnac. I love me some armagnac. So let's see here. Yeah, that's some badass wood. Okay. So we're going to dive into these real quick. Let me push these back so you guys can see these beautiful bottles. Glorious bottles there. All right. So let's go into these. Then we'll get into a couple of news stories, but let's kick it off. Let's drink some whiskey, guys. That's why we're here tonight. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks again for the support. Before I forget, love all of you. Thank you so much. The channel's been growing pretty fast as of late, getting close to that 60,000 subscribership. So cheers to you guys. So appreciate it. So here's the cognac finish. That's the cognac bottle right there. Very nice. Now these were made available, obviously, in Colorado, home of Old Elk, but obviously they made their way to Ohio as well. So I got 2 of these in Ohio, and one of them was sent to me by a viewer in Colorado. So let's see if it gives any details here. Doesn't really give a time of how long it was in cognac, but I can tell you the proof of this is 109.7. So these are coming in at cask strength. So let's give the cognac one a go. There's a difference between Cognac and Armagnac. Yeah, it varies by region, Peter White. So there's Cognac France and then there's Armagnac France. So depending where you make it, if you make it in Cognac, if you make it in Armagnac, um, generally it's the same type of distillation. Sometimes you have some different, I think, grape usage, I believe, but for the most part, yeah, it's the region that it's made in France. You definitely get the grape notes in it, that's for sure. Comes through with let's see here. Get a nice like milk chocolate. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Who here knows the Cadbury like fruit and nut bar? You guys know what I'm talking about in the chat? There's like big Cadbury bar and it's got, I think, I'm not sure what kind of fruits and nuts are in it, but it's got kind of that quality to it. It's like chocolatey, nutty, and also a little bit fruity as well. Oh, yeah, and Armagnac is pot still. There you go. I knew I was missing one of the big kind of differentiators there. All right, let's try the Cognac. Oh, wow, that's actually really good. Oh, a lot of chocolate in that. Chocolate, almond. I think I'm getting, definitely the grape is coming through. There's like a winey type of finish to it, but you still get a lot of the good spice, the good bourbon, the good bourbon notes. I think Greg Metz, he always did a great job finishing, and he's not letting the Cognac overpower the whiskey. So I'll show you guys the color of this. You guys could see it's got a nice color to it. Now, generally, the old elks are getting up in that 6 to 7 year old range as far as like what their bourbons are. So the bourbons are getting some really nice age on it too. Oh, Thunder Dan, there he is. So Thunder Dan was able to grab me the Cognac. Or actually, no, I think you grabbed me the Armagnac, didn't you? I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get that one. So Thunder Dan got me that one. I've heard the Cognac is the best. I bought the Armagnac due to my bias towards Armagnac. I say I'm the same way, Jeffrey. Is this wheated finish in these different casks? No, this is the regular bourbon. From what I understand, it's not the wheated bourbon. Adriana. I just like saying that. Adriana. Oh, they also have a sherry cask finish as well. Oh, I didn't see that one. Man, they're just going all in on the finishes, old elk. Jeez. Yeah, I'm digging the Cognac. The Cognac is like eating one of those Cadbury fruit nut bars. It's chocolate, it's nutty, it's fruity, it's rich. You get a really nice finish on it. A little bit of spice to kind of go along with the fruit flavors. It's not overly sweet, which is what sometimes you get in the finished bourbons. Just finished bourbons and overall, if it goes a little too far, it can get a little bit too sweet. The Cognac so far is good. All right, let's try the port. So let's see if they use Portuguese port wine. Let's see here. Award-winning flagship high malt mash bill. So it's their regular bourbon high malt mash bill. Left to rest in port casks. All right. Doesn't say where. Generally, port casks will come from Portugal, but let's see what we get on this one and how it differs from the Cognac one. Oh wow, it's very different on the nose. Yeah, and it doesn't delineate whether it's tawny port or ruby port. Generally, I like tawny port more for bourbon. I think ruby tends to be on the sweeter side, whereas tawny is usually a little older, darker, a little bit nuttier, which I think works with bourbon a little bit more. The Lot 40 cast strength Lefroy QC finish for 17 months just dropped. Oh my God. I can't get any of these Lot 40s. That thing sounds amazing. I think actually Donald Rance I think he posted a picture of it on Discord, if I'm not mistaken. That thing sounds ridiculously good. Damn, Peter. Tawny. Tawny port. So I'm still getting a lot of the malt from Old Elk on the nose here. A lot of the port's not coming through so much for me. Get a little bit of the fruit, but I'm just getting a lot of the malt. And they are using their high malt mash bill in here. I mean, they use the same one in the Cognac. I'm getting way more of the Cognac influence. Let's go to the Cognac. Oh, yeah. The Cognac has the way better nose than the port. Let's try it. The port, not so much. The port's okay. I mean, there is a very, very tiny hint of the port cask in there. I just don't think it took too much to it. It just tastes like a fruitier version of the Old Elk, but not like a fruitier version like where you get all these different notes from the Cognac. The port, not digging the port. All right, second sip was a little better, but still, I think Cognac takes it so far. Oh, yeah, it's not even close. That Cognac is delicious. All right. You get a little water here. Is that port finish as good as the Chattanooga port finish? No. I think the Chattanooga port finish, that's actually an interesting, that would be an interesting comparison because Chattanooga is also a high malt. So comparing those two might be pretty interesting. But from what I just remember, I think the Chattanooga blows us away. I'm not getting as much as those fruit-forward characteristics that you were getting in the Chattanooga. So I think Chattanooga has the win on that one. All right. Armagnac. Here we go. I love Armagnac. Yeah, I would say the Chattanooga port is better. Yep. Water. Thank you. I'm about to pour some Chattanooga port right now. So Saucy Shane, dude, that thing is good. It's so good. Maybe you just got a bad bottle. I don't know. It just depends. I mean, you could, just because you're finishing it in something that sounds delicious doesn't mean it always works. I mean, it is what it is. The Cognac clearly worked for me personally. The port, not so much. And again, excuse me, we don't know what type of port they're using. Is it a second fill? Is it a first fill? My guess it's a second fill because there's not much. I don't really see much color, from the port. I mean, the Old Elk stuff is usually pretty dark. This one comes in at 108.1, so it's actually a little bit higher in proof than the Cognac. But all right, let's go to, and there's like a mustiness to this as well that I'm not digging, which you do sometimes get in some of those older port casks. All right, let's try the Armagnac one. All right, so Armagnac, I'm digging the Armagnac so far. I'm still getting the maltiness that I'm getting in the port. Ooh. Yeah, that one's got some really beautiful, like candied orange notes coming on. Ooh. All right, let's try this one. Oh, okay. The Armagnac definitely made a little bit of a splash there. I get a little chocolate on that one too, but man, get a nice little punch of citrus there. You going to try the JD Coy Hill, says Mother Alb. I reviewed that one today, Mother Alb. So just you can see I literally posted my review of the Coy Hill today, so you can check it out. I had to box it back up because I got to send it back to William. If I left it in the whiskey room, I would have definitely drank more of that shit. I had to box it. I had to get it out of sight, out of mind because I wanted to keep drinking it. I think the Armagnac is easily my second favorite. I love the citrus. There's a little bit of like a coffee note I'm getting around in the back end too. Very, very slight. A little bit of the grapiness comes through too. But yeah, out of the three, the Cognac is what's taking it. I think the Cognac has taken to the Old Elk mash bill the best out of all three so far. Yeah, it's not even close. The Cognac is delicious. The armagnac has some rounded flavors that it's adding. The citrus, also getting like a little bit of, man, there's like, I think there's like a poached pear thing going on in the armagnac as well. And then the port, the port's okay. It's just a little musty. It's not coming off as exciting as these two. So here is my so when it comes to the order of these, Cognac for the win, Armagnac, I wouldn't say a close second, but second, and port is kind of far off. I'm not really digging the port. So if you guys see any of these, reach for the Cognac. The Cognac's really, really good. All right. 3 bottles down, just a few more to go. All right, so I'm going to continue to sip on this Cognac one a little bit. Let's see here. Hey, Burr Ben is in the house. Ham Turkey is here. Finally caught up. What's going on? Let's see what else we got. ADHD Whiskey Poached Pear. Is that like a pear picked out of season? No, man, you do ADHD whiskey. You love poached pears. This is like pears just freaking on a stovetop, just like you could just boiling in like wine or I don't know, with like cinnamon sticks and all sorts of good shit. It's poached pears are the bee's knees, man. I'm telling you. Feel like I need to be drinking more Cognac and Armagnac to appreciate these whiskey finishes. You don't have to all the time. I mean, it's a matter of what tastes good. You just get some different flavors, some good finishes. Terry Winters, he just subscribed. Woohoo! Welcome in, Terry. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. So, JC is sipping some Hibiki. Ooh, going Japanese whiskey. That's awesome. Then smash it with cinnamon and bake it. There you go. Drew Fialis here. Need to grab a live session. Good recommendations. Keep them coming. Awesome, Drew. Will do. Thanks for checking in and hanging out tonight. All right. So a couple of whiskey news stories here. One, Buffalo Trace announced, I think it was last week, that they're dropping the Stag Junior name is changing. They're getting rid of the Junior in Stag Junior. Did you guys hear about this? So basically, they're dropping the Junior from the award-winning Stag Junior brand name, according to the Bourbon Review. The change will begin with Batch 18, which means the name change should become official early to mid-2022. The Junior was in the name because it's the less mature whiskey of the Stag series. George T. Stagg is the big daddy, 15 years and change, and Stag Junior was the younger, kind of version of that. According to the Bourbon Review, the change will come as Stag Junior hits its 18th batch, since when it turns 18, it will no longer be Junior, just as a child becomes an adult in the United States at 18. Okay, I get it. George T. Stagg was notably absent from Buffalo Trace's antique collection. Buffalo Trace claimed this year's batch wasn't up to snuff, but there's no way to know for sure why Stagg was pulled from the lineup. This appears to be a simple brand shift for Stagg, and as now there's no clear connection between Stag Junior's rebrand and the absence of George T. Stagg from the 2021 antique collection. So I think that's what I wanted to kind of address. A lot of people are already trying to spin it that, okay, they're getting rid of the Stag Junior, and they're going to be putting some of that older stuff that wasn't up to snuff into the new Stag Stag not so junior batches in the future, and I just don't think that's the case. I think they are doing a little bit of marketing thing, which what is that going to say now for collectors? Now Stag Junior, if you have Stag Juniors, open or unopened bottles of Stag Juniors, those are going to go up in value now. This is how the whiskey world works these days. Once that junior goes away, the actual stag juniors will become collector's items because we won't be able to get them anymore. And another interesting shift, and I want to thank Todd Ritter, who's in the chat tonight. He posted a picture of this new bottle he got. I believe you said that's Stag 17, batch 17, Todd. And look, it's got blue horns on it. That is not a camera trick. That is the actual bottle of Stag Junior. Now, I don't know what the blue horns mean, but Todd Ritter in the chat, you could confirm, but this is his photo. So now we have some blue stag horns on the Stag Junior. So interesting. Yeah, blue antlers. I thought that was pretty cool. Yes, guys, if you have not yet, please hit the like button as you're watching. Really appreciate it. $800 bottle, Kentucky Blue. Yeah, I mean, that was the first thing that jumped to my mind, that being from Kentucky, maybe it's a Kentucky Blue type thing. Tater horns. Buffalo Trace just likes to manipulate the tater game. I think so too. Same proof as batch 2, says Todd Ritter. Okay, there you go. Todd Ritter said, yes, not my bottle. All right. So interesting. So I think Buffalo Trace will do anything just to tweak little things in their labels just to get us all up in a fucking frenzy. And now, not only they're going to get rid of the junior, and we'll probably see a new type of logo, but now the antlers are blue. Unless that's just a Kentucky only thing, because the Kentucky maybe gets blue antlers. Whether we see that nationwide, we have yet to find that out. And one big announcement that I didn't get to touch on was the whiskey tariffs. Whiskey World celebrates removal of European whiskey tariffs. So the American World of Whiskey celebrated hard the past weekend because the U.S.'s announcement that it reached an agreement with the European Union that will include the European Union dropping its tariffs on U.S. whiskey starting January 1st. Thank God. The EU imposed a 25% tariff on whiskey and other goods in 2018 in retaliation to the tariffs on steel and aluminum. So that 25% tariff was set to leap to 50% until the EU in May of this year delayed the date of that increase from June to December, as the union was in the midst of working the address to conflict with the U.S. Then in June, the EU agreed to a 5-year suspension on tariffs for products including vodka and cognac, but whiskey wasn't included in the deal. Under the new deal, the U.S. will allow a certain amount of European-produced steel and aluminum to enter the U.S. without tariffs. In return, the EU is dropping its retaliatory tariffs on American whiskey and other goods. Similar tariffs from the United Kingdom on American whiskey remain in effect, but should be hopefully going away as well. So that's something that everybody needs to celebrate, because all that's going to do is just increase revenue for distillers, the farmers, and everybody in between. So that's a big win for everybody. Wigmaster, where did the term tater originate? I don't really know. I've tried to look up I don't know if there's like an origin story of the word tater. I'm sure there is somewhere, but just not not in what I found. All right, let's go back to the votes. Next up is Kentucky Owl Batch 11. All right. So this ought to be interesting. So Kentucky Owl. So the amazing man himself, Dixon Dedman, he left Kentucky Owl doing his own thing. He's doing a lot of cool things in just the world of whiskey on his own. But he decided to step down from being the blender of Kentucky Owl. And this, America, that's for you, ADHD Whiskey. Tater originated in Southern Ireland as the taters. I believe the term tater came from Scotland. The original monks that made the whiskey back in the 1400s, they weren't able to talk, so they just mocked each other with potatoes. And they would just throw them at each other when they were angry. And when they made a mistake distilling, whiskey for the king. So I have no idea who made that. I have no fucking clue. All right, so Kentucky Owl Batch 11. This comes in at 118.8 proof. See if I can grab some info on this one. So this is the first batch that we tried that Dixon did not blend. So I am curious as to how this is. So Lucky Owl batch 11. Let's see. I don't see much info on it. Well, nope, that's the rye. And it's only kind of sold in liquor stores. All right, let's see here. Top Shelf, do we know the new blender? I don't know if they actually announced a new blender. You know what? Let me go to Kentucky Owl, see if I can find some Kentucky Owl bourbon. All right. Yes, I am old enough to enter. So they also released the Wise Man, which is kind of their budget offering, which I haven't gotten a chance to taste that one as of yet. The Wise Man bourbon landing soon. Kentucky Owl bourbon. Well, there's nothing on this website except the Wise Man bourbon. What? Okay, well this website sucks. There's nothing going on in this website. It's one page. I don't know, guys. John Rea. John Rea is the new blender. All right. So again, first batch without Dixon. Let's see how it is. Usually these bourbons are a blend of high-aged, low-aged, mid-aged bourbons. Let's see what we got. Nick Foles, Kentucky Owl sucks. Okay. Yes, they are owned by Stoli. Stoli does own them. Founder CM Deadman, but Dixon Deadman's signature is not on the it's not on the bottle anymore. Crazy. But the story about Charles M. Deadman is bottled by Kentucky Owl LLC, distilled in Kentucky, bottled in Louisiana. All right, so on the nose, kind of alcohol forward. Yep, I'm not sure how you say that. Lacassine, Louisiana. A lot of cinnamon orange. Caramels. Getting a good amount of ethanol coming off the nose here. I mean, it is a fresh pour. Let that open up a little bit. I don't know. So far, I'm not too impressed with the nose. I'll tell you that much. I mean, it's a good bourbon nose. But nothing. I mean, I paid, $300 for this. This is a $300 bottle, of course, being Kentucky Owl. All right, let's try it. Not digging that. First of all, at 118.8 proof, it drinks hot. It's very alcohol forward. I mean, it's getting a little sweeter. There's some toffee in there. Definitely some rich vanillas. I'm guessing that since John Rea came from Four Roses, that this blend will be reflective of that. I mean, I love Four Roses. So now the thing with Four Roses, especially LEs, is that most people, I mean, most people do love them, but they really kind of hit their stride when they get about halfway down the bottle. Maybe that's what will happen with this, but right now, maybe we need to go back to this in a little bit, because right now it's not, I feel like it's tight. It's not really opening up. Oh man, it's getting more boring as I sip it. There's just not a lot going on. I'm missing those layers of flavor. Man, if it stays in this realm right now, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. It's okay. I mean, there's nothing bad about it, but for $300, that needs to be like a monster of a bourbon, and it's not. It's drinking hot for 118, and on top of that, there's not enough depth to it. It's coming off very flat. Now, I've been very, very lucky as of late to try some phenomenal bourbons and some whiskeys recently. So this had a lot to live up to. Not only coming off the Coy Hill, which I just tried, which would beat the pants off this, but King of Kentucky destroys this. I might even take Remus 5 over that. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, this is on the side of the bottle, it's okay. Jason C. the Mashanddrum. That would be my review. It's okay. This that's disappointing. That really kind of sucks. I'm telling you, if I compare this, I still have some Kentucky Owl Batch 9 up there, which is one of my favorite batches ever that Dixon did. This is not even close. Shit. Oh, well, that just kind of, you know. I'm still going back to it and hoping it gets better. It's not. You ever do that? You just keep tasting it and hoping how this has to get better than this, and it just doesn't. Shit. How would you compare Confiscated Kentucky Owl? Confiscated to me is, I mean, they charge a premium for that bourbon, and that's barely a $40 bourbon to me. I think this has a little bit more depth than Confiscated, but I mean, you compare this to the Kentucky Owls that Dixon did, this isn't even close. So, you know, let me move some of these bottles here. Let's try this here. Oh, I almost fell on my ass again. All right, this is Kentucky Owl bourbon. This is the batch 9, 127.7. This was blended by Dixon. Let me pour this out here. Let me pour a little bit of this in here, and let's do a quick compare. Oh my God. I mean, the noses aren't even close. Oh man. Yeah, Kentucky Owl Bourbon 9 is just it's on another level. It's rich, it's dense. It's a higher proof too. This is 127.6, and it drinks easier than that one. This one at 118. I mean, Oh my God. If you see Kentucky Owl Batch 11 anywhere and you're thinking about it, walk on by. It's not even worth it. That's a $50, $60 bourbon. Oh, it's not even close. Oh, I miss Dixon already. You know, let's give the blender some chances here. We'll see how it goes. But that can't be your opening blend. That there has to be batch 12 better be unbelievable. Dixon leaving was a pretty big, made a lot of news, and to kind of continue that legacy of his great grandfather, you need a blender in there that's going to do it justice, that name, especially for that price that Stoli is charging us as the consumer to get in, to buy that bottle. But from that point, no, there's a lot of work to be done there. That is probably one of my more disappointing purchases of the year. That sucks. Wah wah. What's the noise when Pac-Man gets hit by the ghost? That's basically how I feel right now. It sucks. Oh man. Could the hop be from younger juice in the blend? I think so. It could be. Again, I can't find any sort of information on. I mean, you go to the website and there's nothing on what's in that blend. So they're not being transparent as far as what's in it. I don't know. It's that one's tough. But that is a hard pass for me when it comes to Kentucky Owl. Do not buy that Kentucky Owl Batch 11. It is definitely not worth $300 at all. Yeah, hell to the no. All right, let's refresh the results for the vote here. What do we got? Next up is the Bardstown Bourbon Company Ferrand. Oh, yeah. I've been looking forward to getting into this one. All right, here we go. Let's get a glass. So, Bardstown Bourbon Company Ferrand. Let's get a nice close-up of this. I want to thank Ron Miles, if he is watching, for grabbing me this bottle. Thank you so much, man. It's a Bardstown Bourbon Company's bottle game. I mean, they're beautiful bottles. I had the loser music from Price is Right. So this is 110 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in cognac barrels. We already had some cognac luck before. Maybe we'll get it again. Whiskey Mountain's coming in with the first super chat. We're the super chats tonight, guys. Man, just got off the phone. Brother and his wife are having a girl. Cheers to baby girl Rodriguez in May. Baby girl Rodriguez. So it's going to be Aunt Audriana or Aunt Audriana. Congratulations, Whiskey Mountains. That is awesome. Good news. All right. Let's get into this one. Nice color on that. So, Bardstown Bourbon Company does a lot of collaborations with some high-end whiskey producers, liqueur producers. I mean, sherry, brandy, beer. There's no boundaries for Bardstown Bourbon Company and the stuff that they work on. This is let's see here. This is a blend of 7 and 11-year-old Kentucky bourbon aged in the Ferrand cognac cask for 8 months. So it's got a nice long finish on it. So coming off the Old Elk, which was a really nice finish on it. Let's see if we get anything similar in the cognac for the Ferrand. Ooh. Man, this smells like... what is that reminding me of? There's like this like a grapey, like bubblegum thing going on, but with chocolate. Definitely getting more. Cognac is definitely giving me the chocolate vibe tonight. Really wish the Ferrand didn't use the Heaven Hill bourbon in the blend. Yeah, you definitely get some of the nuttiness, I think, from the Heaven Hill in here a little bit. I would say, Dustin, it doesn't really take it over. I mean, at least on the nose. We'll see what the palate does. Jeff just said, I just tried Booker's 02-2012 at a hotel bar. It's decent. I take Rare Breed and ECBP any day. A lot of people feel that way. Can't believe I'm saying this. We think on the blend, but Disco 6 is better than Ferrand. Dude, I'm a huge fan of the Discovery 6. Discovery 6 to me is just fall in a glass. Love it. James Reed, thanks for taking the Kentucky Owl hit so we don't have to. Thanks. That $5 will help me recoup some of that money. I really appreciate it, James. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Let me quick shout out to James. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's a chocolate covered almond type thing going on, like dark chocolate covered almond with kind of like this grapey, like dark fruit backbone to it. Definitely some candied orange. Allspice. That's good. Nicholas Feltham said, here, I just bought one non-voting share in your Kentucky Owl 11, 59 shares remaining. Thanks, Nicholas. Just for that, I will send you a sample of the Kentucky Owl if you want a share of it. If you want to claim your share, thank you. All right, let's give this a try. Here we go, guys. So this is coming off a little bit richer and denser in flavor than the Old Elk. Kind of those same notes I was getting, the fruit, the chocolate, the nuttiness, but it's a little bit more amped up in this one. DC. Tip yo host, Butterfinger. It's super helpful and nice to have a palate you can trust. Open these bottles and taste them live. Dirty birds for life. Dude, the Atlanta Falcons didn't even show up to the game against Dallas. That fucking game, I got a little like sick after that game. I hate the Cowboys with every molecule of my body. And to watch them celebrate because you know what? The thing about the Cowboys, they shit the bed the week before. And then they come in all fired up against Atlanta and they win the game. They destroy them. And they're like hooting and hollering on the sideline like they're the greatest team in America. Fuck the Cowboys. Cowboys and the Yankees. I hate them. Hate them. John Krantz helping to get to 300. Thanks, John. This is the goal tonight, guys. Help me please pay off the Kentucky Owl bottle. Oh, shit. Let me see here. Let's go back to this one here. Here we go. Oh, I know the note I'm getting here. You guys, any Italians in the house like me or just people that love Nutella, the chocolate hazelnut, that's the note that I'm getting in this. Chocolate hazelnut, but laced with like grape. That Heaven Hill nuttiness is in there. It's good. I mean, it's if you love cognac, that's a really, really nice. It's a really nice bourbon. I think the flavors are a little bit more dense than the. Actually, where's the? I think this is the Old Elk one. Oh no, that was the Kentucky Owl. This is the cognac. I could tell from the nose that this is the cognac just because it was so dense and forward. So this is the Old Elk cognac. Interesting. Josh L, what's up, Jay? 300 recovery. Thank you so much, man. Tim, I got 5 on it. Thanks for jumping on that grenade. Hey, anytime I can jump on the grenade for you guys, I'm all about it. So this is the thing. The Old Elk actually comes off as like more like wine and grape, and you get like more of the grape note, like a bright, fruity grape, like Welch's grape jelly. Whereas the ferrand comes off as like a deeper, richer, like almost like to the point where it's a raisin or a date, like a little bit of a richer profile here. William Edwards says, for the owl, thank you for saving us all. Hit the wallet. No problem. Joe Ballesteri, Kentucky Owl Batch 11 Relief Fund. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, Joe. You guys are amazing. Trying to recoup that money. Shit. Yeah, between the two, I like the ferrand better as a cognac finish. The hazelnut, the only knock I have against it, it's a little bit drying on the back of the palate when it comes to the finish on it. But yeah, it's fruity. I love the hazelnut note on it. Is it as good? Now, I've gotten the question, is it as good as Chateau de Labade? No. No, it's not nearly as good as Chateau de Labade. And just to prove it to you guys, I brought it out. Oh, that's right. My favorite finished whiskey release ever from Bardstown Bourbon Company is right here. So we'll do a little comparison right now. Why not? Let's get a little crazy. I'll keep this right here. That drawing is in my opinion the Heaven Hill. Yeah, Dustin, totally agree. I think the drying aspect is totally from the Heaven Hill mash bill. Magnus Cigar Blend. So Michael Leocott, I have a Magnus Cigar Blend on the way that I'll be reviewing, and I'm very, very excited for it. It's the Darth Vader edition. So they named their blends Joseph Magnus. They named their cigar blends. And the Joseph Magnus cigar blend, I think it was batch, I'm going to say 58, 57, 58. It's called the Darth Vader blend. And it's the highest proof and the darkest one they've ever bottled. And then somebody in New York was able to get one for me. And I'm going to be reviewing that soon. And I cannot wait to taste that whiskey because I feel like that could be a possible sleeper contender for my top 10 whiskey of the year. We'll see what happens when I taste it. But just the description of that whiskey sounds ridiculous. You guys should Google it now. Just look up Joseph Magnus Darth Vader blend and just read the description on it. Holy shit, it sounds insane. Man, will this be your first cigar blend with Kentucky and Indiana bourbon instead of just Indiana? Cigar blend. Which cigar blend? The are you talking about the Starlight? What are you talking about, Dustin? Hey, Joseph Brazzer's in the house. Let's try the Chateau de Labade. Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Ferrand is good, but it is not Chateau de Shooby Dooby Doo good. Shooby Dooby Doo. Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, the Ferrand is good, but it is not Chateau de La Scooby Doo good. Oh man. So as I raise this is some of the best notes I get out of these glasses. Pay attention, guys, when you're tasting whiskey and you're bringing the glass to your nose. Like right before you take a sip, take like a little bit of a, just, smell the glass a little bit as you're braising it up. And I always get like these really interesting like notes. So this one, being the Ferrand, I mean, I just got like this really sweet, like sugar cookie type note, like cookie dough. And then it's like chocolate chip cookie dough. And then on top of that, you get like the grape, the hazelnut. But yeah, it's tough because if any of you were lucky enough to get a Chateau de Labade, this is like the pinnacle of Bardstown Bourbon Company finishes that they've ever done. I mean, this is incredible. Is the ferrand a buy, in my opinion? I mean, if you're a fan of finished bourbons, I think you'll really like it. $130 is it's a high price for that one. I'll say I really like it. I don't love it. I think the Heaven Hill definitely, kind of hinders it a little bit. The nuttiness of it, I think, I don't know. I would have loved to see that Cognac with like a really nice MGP. But, there's really not enough MGP to be had right now. There's a lot of it, there's just not a lot to blend, especially the older stuff like the Chateau de Labade had 12-year-old MGP in it. We're just not going to see that a lot anymore, unfortunately, in today's market, and everyone's sourcing and MGP using their own stocks to, put out their own, high-age whiskey releases like the Remus 5. So, I mean, for this one, I do like this over the Prisoner. I will say that. So if you like the Prisoner, then you'll really, really like this. But for me, for $130 for this one, I mean, it's good. I'm trying to think if I've had, for me, I still probably would. Yeah, I would probably spend the money on the Bardstown Discovery 6 if I can get that over this. So that would be my guess. I like it. I think it's really good. There's nothing off about it. I definitely liked it better than the Kentucky Owl. And that shit was $300. This is $130. I'll take this over the Kentucky Owl any day of the week. But I think I agree with Bourbon in the chat. I like the Discovery 6, I think, a little bit more over this. If you're a Cognac fan, I think you'll really dig this bottle. But this isn't like an automatic purchase for me. All right. Let's go to the chat. Let's catch up, guys, here a little bit. Say hi to you guys. See what's going on. Just watched your Corey Hill review. Super envious of your find. Yeah, Eric, that was not my bottle. That was sent to me by a viewer. Yes, Scooby-Doo. Let's see here. Yeah, batch 58. What's up, Jason? Looking like you've been working out. Yep, I've been very working out. It's part of my it's like I do a different workout every day. I do a mix of, so I joined Orange Theory again. So between Orange Theory and doing weightlifting, it's a lot. Oh shit, Swami's in the house. What's up, Two Wheels Down? What's going on? 90. I like the Remus 5 over the Ferrand for sure. Let's see. Rebecca Page. Yeah, Frank, those 2-ounce curls are starting to show up. 2 ounces. Hey, what's up? All is so getting cold up here. Oh, he's up in Canada. So it's probably getting cold up there. Joseph Brazzers, bottling from 3 different toasted barrels at Woodinville this weekend. American, French, and European. What? Oh, Joseph letting the cat out of the bag. That sounds incredible. Everyone doing toasted. Joseph, was it just their... Did they do any of their rye in the toasted barrels or just bourbon? Let me know. Jason, have you reviewed the Tennessee Taster Twin Blend yet? I have not reviewed it, but I do have it. Is it actually right down there? It's actually right here. It's within arm's length. Look at that. You ask and you shall receive. Tennessee Taster Twin Blend. Straight Tennessee whiskey blended with straight Tennessee rye. So this is basically a Jack Boo Rye. I'll open that in a little bit. I'll open that a little bit for you, Adam, for sure. I be lifting these Star Crunches like a gangster. Sausage Shane loves the Coy Hill. Even at 147 proof, it's not hard to drink. Yeah, that's the scary thing about the Coy Hill. You could feel the proof, but the proof is all flavor. It's insane. I'm in Ottawa, Ote. Let's see. Jason, I've been doing Orange Theory for 3.5 years now. Love it. Yeah, I'm a fan, man. Is the Coy Hill really that amazing? Jeffrey, from what I tasted, yes. And I'll say this again, if none of you guys have watched the, hey, what's up, Johnny Drama? Black Bourbon Family's in the house. Raise your drinks up casually. Got to sing that song whenever they come on. I'll say this about the Coy Hill. Russell's 13 and King of Kentucky, 2 standout, and maybe even the Remus 5. 3 standout bourbons so far this year that I've had that come to mind that I remember distinctly. They may have some more like a variety of flavors in it, I would say, like a little bit of a different. I mean, you're getting oak, you're getting fruit, you're getting your vanillas, your caramels, chocolates, spices. You're getting a little bit of everything. The Coy Hill, while it doesn't have maybe all of that, what it does give you is like ridiculously potent flavors. I mean, the caramel, brown sugar, chocolate, kind of bananas Foster thing it's got going on is insane. And then I think I said in the review, it's got like the most rickiest rickhouse like flavors that you'll ever taste in a whiskey. I mean, it's like drinking a rickhouse. I mean, I've said that before about some bourbons, but that one is probably truer than any other bourbon I've tried. That smell that you get in the rickhouse, the angel share, everything, all of that you find in that Coy Hill. But you know, the lack of complexity that it has, it's complex in its own way where it gives you those flavors in such a like brutal force type of way. It is so rich and so syrupy. I described it as, if this is an impossible thing to do, but if you were able to make a barrel like a flat top cooker and make bananas Foster on the barrel and drizzle milk chocolate all over it and maybe some cherries or blackberries, that's what Coy Hill tastes like. It just has that rich of flavor to it. So it's a really, really, again, there's single barrels. I don't know if some of the other hotter ones will drink not as good as the one I had. The one I had was right in the middle at 141 and change. Some of them go up to 148. Some of them go as low as 137, I think. So either way, you're getting a very potent, you know, Tennessee whiskey from Jack Daniel's. And I just think from what it gives you, it's an absolutely delicious, I mean, just the powerful flavor notes. I think it's something that everyone can appreciate. If you get it at retail, $70, it's a steal. I mean, it's so fucking good. If you like high proof whiskeys, of course. If you don't like something that high proof, then stay away because you could feel that heat. But you know, even adding water to it, it didn't really kill it too much. I think it took away some of the barrel flavors away from it, but didn't kill it. So there's still a lot of flavor to be had, even if you add a little water to it. All right, let me catch up here. Jonathan Garrett, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Nelson Velma says, want. Yep. Yeah, Rick House and Mortry. Let's get a hold of the Coy Hill. Yeah, I think we all should. Bourbon. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. So Scotch Down Under, who is a channel based in Australia, hence Scotch Down Under. His name is Ken, and he does these great live streams where he builds Lego sets. He'll drink for like 24 hours. The guy is an absolute, he's a freaking, the guy is a fucking like, I don't even know how to describe him. Ken is a warrior when it comes to like just sitting on a live stream for like an hour and drinking and building Legos and just hanging out and talking with folks. Guy is amazing. So check out Scotch Down Under. He is 319 subs away from 1,000. So yes, if he gets to 1,000 subs by New Year's, he will stream live in a mankini. That's right, a mankini. I don't know if we want this, as Bourbon put it so well, atrocity to happen, but a man fucking kini. Everybody, if you have not subscribed to Scotch Down Under, please subscribe to him. If not, just do it so the YouTube whiskey world can watch a man in a mankini drink whiskey for 24 hours. Thank you. That is your public service message for the day. Hey, my bourbon journey is going in here. What's going on, man? Don't forget the Sam Houston you put above. Yes, that's right. And the Sam Houston 15, the specific Kentucky batch. Again, at the end of the year, I'll be doing all of the all my top bourbons of the year. I don't know if I'm gonna have 10 this year, honestly. I can't think of 10 that impressed me I can think of like 5 or 6 that impressed me, but 10? I don't know if I could pick 10, honestly. It was a kind of a shitty year. I mean, there were good bourbons, but nothing that super like impressed me. Luckily, right now, I'm trying to, I'm being very lucky and getting to try some other bourbons and whiskeys. And I'm going to try, there's another 2 tonight that you guys are going to be happy that you stuck around and watch. Hey, brother, what is your opinion and feelings on the bourbon and Spire bourbons? I think they're, I think there's a place for it. I like the kind of the way that they could put the Spire in there and change the flavor profile. I dig it. I mean, I can't say I've had enough of them to give you like an honest opinion, but I've had a couple of bourbons with the Spires in them, and they're pretty cool. I don't think they're bad. I think I've had maybe 1 or 2 that were kind of a little bit off, but I think there's a market there for that, for sure. Eric Lindbergh, by the way, you ruined Cooper's 100 in Ohio. It's out of stock now based on my stories ordering website. I knew that would happen when you made that video. Dude, I just saw it here in Columbus. I don't know if it sells out that fast, but yeah, I mean, dude, I love it. I think that's just one of those bourbons that people need to buy because you start getting acquainted with some of these great available bourbons, and it just it just allows you to sit back. So when you hear Blanton's is releasing, who the fuck cares? I got some Cooper's 100, right here on my shelf. So such language. Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm a devoted fan. Yeah, that sucks. I hate the fucking Cowboys, whatever. The one I sent Jason was 141.7, and my second bottle is 143.8. There you go. That's what William sent me. What's up, Scotty Tuhati? Robert Shea, I'm definitely not subbing. He does not want to see a Mankini. Yes, that's very down under. All right. 2021, the year when Not Your Father's Bourbon slips into the top 10. You're right. ADHD whiskey. Oh my God. It's been a very weird year for whiskey. Pop 'em, don't watch 'em's here. We all hate the cowgirls. Yes. We keep Cooper's 100 in our decanter. Huge flavors. Everybody assumes it's something expensive. The Bourbon Van. Nice to see you guys. I know I owe you a reply on that message. I will definitely get back to you. Definitely got to collaborate. I have not forgotten about you guys. Just been a very busy time. Sub to Ken for the ladies. That's right. All right. Next up, next whiskey. What's coming up next? The mystery bottles. Wait, let me refresh the results. Make sure nothing has changed here. Yep, the mystery bottles are next. You guys ready for the mystery bottles? I'm excited about the mystery bottles. Woo! Woo! Double Ric Flair, baby. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yes. That's right. I'm going to open this shit right now, right in front of you. We're going to open it. That's right. All you flippers, screw you. I'm going to open this shit. These are not mine, just to reiterate. These are actually Todd Ritter in the chat, so everyone can say hi and thank Todd Ritter for sending me these. These are his bottles that he got. So he was fortunate enough to get these, and he sent them to me to do a review on. So before I do the full review, I figured let's crack these open and try them tonight with you guys. Yeah, we're going from William LaRue Weller to Thomas H. Handy right now. Holy shit. Listen, I don't care what anyone says about BTAC and the bullshit and whatever, but it's exciting when you get a BTAC bottle. I don't care what anyone says. All right, so, yeah, looked away, turned back, BTAC on the screen. That's right. Yeah, Todd is the man. So let's see here, 125.3 proof for the William LaRue Weller. Thomas Handy, 129.5. So, let's see here. So Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. So the Handy is 129.5 proof, 6 years and 4 months old. So we're going to try that one first. BTAC. BTAC. Okay. This is not my bottle. I got to take it easy. You know what? I'm actually going to pour the William LaRue Weller out a little bit too. Let that get some air. Oh, William LaRue Weller. I maintain that William LaRue Weller is still my favorite release of the BTAC lineup every year. George T. Stagg is good, but there's something about that weeder getting to that type of age. All right. Oh, yeah. Surprise. Kentucky Owl after Dixon costs more than those two combined. Well, at retail. Yes, at retail. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Todd Ritter. That's why Todd Ritter is the man. Todd Ritter. I'll give some pours out in upcoming super chats. AC Jones for the craps and KO Fun. Thank you so much, man. I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there on the when it comes to paying off the Kentucky Owl. I really appreciate it, guys. All right. Let's go to the Thomas H. Handy. Let me pull up the, let's see here. I think. Okay. Well, yeah, I read the stats. So yeah, distilled in spring of 2015. Aged in warehouses I, L, O, and K. Okay. So I just want to get the warehouses to you guys. Okay, so yeah, this smells like a really nice handy. I just say that out loud. Smells like a really nice Thomas H. Handy. Let's go with that. Man, first thing that comes out of the glass to me on this, I'm gonna try to keep a straight face after that comment. It's like that fresh, like fennel, star anise, like licorice vibe to it, but not like the off-putting black licorice bar like vibe that I get. I just got like a root beer sassafras note on this. Yes, that's what I love to find in a good Thomas H. Handy. It smells like a really nice handy. I'm gonna read that. Shit. Yeah, now he's about to smell and taste it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Steve. Appreciate that. Man, I got a beautiful root beer spice to this. You definitely get the rye spice. There's like a fresh mint note to it. Yeah, I mean, this is like just what a good Thomas H. Handy rye whiskey smells like. This might have a little bit more of the root beer float type note thing going on, but overall, really, really good nose. Let's try it. Cheers, and thanks again, Todd Ritter, for sending these on. Oh, wow. Wow, that tastes like, you guys know those root beer barrel candies? That tastes like a root beer barrel candy with like laced with like black pepper, little peppermint, a lot of cinnamon. Man, that's really good. That's a really nice rye. It's dense. It's thick and rich. It's chewy, almost to a point. It's definitely coating my palate. Oh, yeah, root beer barrel candy. That's totally what it is. Man. It's got like this there's like an effervescence to it where it almost is coming off like a carbonated beverage. I know that's weird to say in a whiskey. I've only gotten that with a couple of whiskeys ever, where it almost feels like it's bubbly on the back of the palate, like there's like some seltzer mixed into this, when there's definitely not. But there's like an effervescence to it on the very back end that's kind of like giving you like this pop rocks type of feel, whereas like this like bubbliness going on in the back of your palate. Mm. Yeah, it's like, man, it's so root beery to me. I can't get off the root beer on it. It's like root beer, chocolate, licorice. There is some rich caramels in there. Remember, it's a Kentucky rye, so it's gonna be on the sweeter side of the spectrum of ryes. Now, let me look at my my flavor wheel here. See if I'm missing anything. Yeah, like a cream soda type thing, maybe. Yeah, is it coffee that I'm getting? That's a really, really, really good rye. Man. I mean, say what you want. I mean, it might be only six years old and change, but the flavor that comes out of this rye whiskey, this Thomas H. Handy, that's probably the one of the better Thomas H. Handies I've had in a few years, from what I can remember. That's definitely better than the one I have from 2 years ago. That's really good. So Thomas H. Handy for the win so far as rye. That's really good. If I actually own that bottle, that would definitely make one of my top ryes of the year, I think. That's really, really good. Okay. Hey, Eric McDaniel's in the house. Always look at the flavor wheel. I'm enjoying a handy. Of course, as we all should. Take me back into the storage room. Kilco, Buffalo Trace is the Disney World for whiskey folk. That was the only distillery in Kentucky that had a big ass line at the gate way before it even opened. Yeah, that's going to happen with Buffalo Trace. You know, I've said this before. Buffalo Trace is it's the Disneyland of whiskey. When people get into bourbon, Buffalo Trace, for however reason, and I think it's the kind of the Pappy effect, the BTAC effect. It's the first bourbon that people learn about. They know what Weller is. They know what Blanton's is. They know what Elmer T. Lee is. Buffalo Trace is like the beacon of. If I could give, I give a lot of credit to Buffalo Trace. One, I think their marketing is brilliant. As annoying as it can be for consumers, it's a pretty brilliant marketing strategy what they do. But somehow they've ingrained into new bourbon drinkers that that's the pinnacle of bourbon. And while I don't think that's true, I think they program new drinkers that way, and I think that just gets more people into bourbon. And it's kind of, it is what it is. I think Buffalo Trace it's their flavor profile. It's sweet. It's easy. It's easy. It's very approachable, and I think that's why people love it so much. And plus, you just the hype around it helps just a little bit, All right. Oh yeah, Whiskey Mountains in 30 minutes. Women of Whiskey will be doing a live stream on true crime and whiskey. Is there a Beto combo? There you go. So yeah, at 11 o'clock, Women of Whiskey will be going live tonight. So definitely check that out. It is what it is. Do you agree? It is what it is. It is. Heist was the best. Yes, Heist was it was like a pure marketing video. It was free marketing. My new tasting notes, a handy knockout that tastes like crap. All right, William LaRue Weller. I'm really excited for this shit. Yes. William LaRue Weller. Okay, here we go. So William LaRue Weller this year was distilled in the winter of 2009, aged in warehouses C, D, K, L, and Q. This bourbon registers at 125.3 proof. And when we're talking about the age of this one, William LaRue Weller comes in at 12 years and 6 months at bottling. So those are the stats for the William LaRue Weller. So let's try it here. Oh, yeah. This has all the weedy goodness. Little quick tip for nosing a glass. Not only do the bottom, but also do the top. There are different flavors that kind of come up through the bottom part of the glass and also the top part of the glass. It definitely helps you pick up some different flavor notes. Oh man, this is just creme brulee in a glass, baby. Oh, creme brulee. You get the Buffalo Trace, to me, more than anyone, has a very distinct type of cherry note in it, like Luxardo cherry syrup. Definitely get that in William Weller. See what you guys are saying there. Oh man. Yeah, it's becoming more and more cherry, like cherry syrup, Luxardo cherry syrup. The more this opens up. Oh man. Handy versus Pikesville. That's what everyone always asks, because Pikesville is about 6 years old, 110 proof. This has way more complexity than Pikesville, but Pikesville, for what it is, as an available $50 rye whiskey on the shelf, it's a really great alternative to this. I will say that for the most part. I happen to think this 2021 Handy is kind of on like a little bit of another level here than ones I've had in the past. So if you kind of take this one out of the equation and just compare it to ones from previous years, then yeah, Pikesville, I think, can hang with it. But this one for 2021 is pretty ridiculous. All right. Cheers to the William Weller. Here we go. This is like deep fried cherry pie with whipped cream, little cocoa powder. There's like a bitter milk chocolate thing going on, not in a bad way. Let me another sip of that. Oh man, this is like it's a glass of cherry of deep fried cherry pie. There's like a pastry aspect to it, cream, sugar, cherry, syrup. Like the burnt crust, like you left the pie in the oven a little too long and the outer edges get a little bit too overdone. Damn, that's good. Oh, I mean, the thing that's weird is like William Rue Weller, I always expect to be this good. The Thomas H. Handy, I did not expect to be that good. So I think as far as a standout, the William Rue Weller to me is usually consistent and delicious. And it goes for this year how good I think this is. But the Thomas H. Handy, I think, is a special year in 2021. This is a really, from what I tasted, that's a really good rye. You know, for a wheater, it has a nice spice kick to it. Like Pappy Van Winkle, if you've been lucky enough to try the Pappy 23 or anything, there's like barely any finish on it. This has the finish. I take William New Weller over any Pappy any day of the week. Pappy can't even eat William New Weller's lunch, in my opinion. So everyone that like is like, oh, Pappy, fuck Pappy. This is what you want. When you want to taste a wheater in great, like its purest form, Pappy can't even eat William Llewellyn's lunch. William Llewellyn fucking pants Pappy Van Winkle on the schoolyard. I mean, it's not even close. Okay, so honest opinion, I've had better William Llewellyns than this. It's really good, but I've had better and more complex William Llewellyns in the 2021. Obviously, it's a fresh pour. It should open up and get a little bit better. I actually think the Thomas H. Handy one is the star of the show of the BTAC tonight. That is delicious. Wow. Hey, what's up, Robotic? Yeah, why do we sit around and watch people drink amazing whiskeys most of us will never get? We are masochistic. Yeah, well, yeah. William Lou Weller equals Sting. Pappy equals NWO. Pop 'em, don't watch him. You guys must subscribe to Pop 'em, don't watch him if you have not yet. Agree with you on Pappy, not complexion, short finish. I think the Pappy 15 is the best of the bunch. I've said that many, many times. The 23 is an over oaked, low proof bullshit bourbon. The 20 is kind of in the middle. I think the 15 is where it's at. If I could get my hands on any Pappy, it would be the 15. If I was able to ever win or buy a Pappy 20 or 23 at retail, I would probably sell it because I'm just not a fan of them. The Pappy 15, though, I would drink and enjoy the shit out of it. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I heard the Elijah Craig. I heard the Eagle Rare 17 is something really special. Haven't had a chance to try it, but the William Lou Weller, obviously this is always fantastic. But this Thomas H. Handyman, that's a really damn good rye whiskey. I'll go. That's the word, handy, hands down this year. Looking forward to the full review. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a full review on this probably next week so I could get these back to Todd Ritter immediately. Todd, I opened these nice and easy for you, so I kept the caps for you. Keep that on there. Some people like to keep the little tinfoil caps. And there we go. Thank you again, Todd Ritter, for allowing me to try these and review these for everybody. So cheers. I appreciate it. Todd Ritter, great friend of the show. All right. What time is it? 10:38. Plenty of time. All right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to dive into the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Yes, the #1 voted on bottle tonight. So this right here, woo! So everybody has always said rare breed. Why is it chill filtered? Well, we have a non-chill filtered version of it overseas, and here it is. Rare breed, barrel proof, non-chill filtered, same proof as the domestic version. We're looking at 116.8 proof. I have our label here. So here is the American label. I'll show you guys this. This is the label you guys are also familiar with. And then this is the non-chill filtered version label. Check that out. There you go. Seeing the gold writing there in between right there? Nice, and it says non-chill filtered. There you go. There's a nice view of it. See that? So the overseas market gets non-chill filtered rare breed. We get chill filtered rare breed. Interesting. Rarebird 101 on his blog. If you guys have not followed rarebird101.com, please do. He is going to be doing a breakdown of these. He did a quick breakdown of this, but I am eager to try this for the first time. I'm going to put this right in my Turkey Strong slot right there, and the property of Stout Belly. So we're gonna get some regular rare breed in here. Obviously, we have to do a comparison because that's what this shit's all about. We'll compare the color here. Let's see if the non-chill filtered is a little darker. Now, it looks a little darker just by looking at it, but I'm not sure if that's an optical illusion. Yeah, that makes me mad too. Yeah, what the fuck? That's not here. Exactly. So, color-wise, I'm putting them right in the light. You guys can't really see what I'm doing here, but I'm looking right in the light. And they're actually pretty much the same. There's no real color difference there. All right. Let's go to the non-chill filtered first. I'm just curious. So non-chill filtered rare breed, usually you get a lot of that, the vanilla icing, the orange, the cinnamon spice, the maybe like a hint of cherry or grape with the rare breed. It kind of comes at you with it's like a Wild Turkey 101, but like on a fucking freight train. That's what I'm used to here with this one. Now the non-chill filtered, let's see if we get any differences. So here we go. Oh, it smells like turkey. I'll tell you that much. Candied orange peels. Vanilla frosting. Slight medicinal cherry note. Caramel. Nice rye spice too. All right. Nothing jumping out. Like non-chill filter though, to me, I feel like is all about the palate. Let's see if it's as creamy as, you know, you hear non-chill filtration, you feel like it should be a little bit creamier, more viscous. We'll see if that happens. Let's compare it to the this rare breed, the domestic one. Kind of the same deal. Noses are pretty similar. Rare Bird says the color comparison depends on the batch comparison. Against one rare breed, the NCF is a little darker. Yeah, I mean, yeah, slightly darker maybe. But I mean, it's pretty damn close. I mean, you'd have to really analyze it. But yeah, again, depending on the batch. Remember, rare breed is batched together. It's not, you know, they're not single barrels. So again, depending on the batch, you know, you could get some different color variants there. It's a good point. So on the nose, pretty similar. This is a French. This is a French. This is a fresh pour. So getting a little bit more on the nose here. This one has obviously had some oxidation in it a little bit, but it's all about the palate for me. So let's try the regular rare breed, and then we're going to go to the non-chill filtered one. Cheers. Oh, fuck, rare breed, so good. Cinnamon, orange peel. Man, a little bit of... But I'm actually, maybe maybe from earlier, I'm getting like a slight like sassafras, root beery type thing going on. Like a cream, maybe actually, no, it's cream soda, I think, like a cream soda type note. Very heavy vanilla frosting, like a creme brulee, dark caramel. Hey, what's up, Mike Stahl? How you doing, man? Wow, that's good. All right. Now, I'm going to kind of clean my palate here before I go to the non-chill filter version. I want to make sure that I can see if, you know, the texture is really different than the regular rare breed here. You get any berries on rare breed Master Drum? I'm getting tonight on mine. Yeah, I definitely pick up a little bit. I don't know about berries, but I pick up a lot of cherry on rare breed usually. Cherry, grape. Earlier batches, I picked up like a. I remember I picked up like a cranberry type note to it, which was really weird. But you know, especially for a wild turkey rare breed. But yeah. All right, let's go to the non-chill filtered. Here we go, guys. Cheers. See how it is. Let me another sip of that. Okay. I will say this. I don't think that the non-chill filtered is a tremendous leap over the regular rare breed by any means. However, there is to me, a longer finish aspect to the non-chill filtered than the regular rare breed. Now, again, the rare breed, this one, you know what? Since this is a fresh bottle, I think I have a fresh bottle of rare breed. I want to give this a proper head-to-head here. All right. Old rare breed, you're out. New rare breed, you're in. I got glasses everywhere. I wanna do this. This is, I don't feel like it's a fair comparison. I really want to do 2 fresh bottles. Let me get the rare breed in here. So we have 2 fresh bottles here going head to head now. This way it's a little bit more fair. Because that rare breed is like this left in the bottle. So nose-wise, pretty similar. I actually like the nose on the non-chill filter one actually a little bit more. Jason needed a pinch hitter. Jason needed a pinch hitter whiskey lounge. There's at least on this batch of the non-chill filtered, I'm getting like a little bit more of like a maple candy on the note, which is kind of winning me over. All right, let's try the regular rare breed now. Fresh bottle. It's actually pretty close to the last one I just had. That's why rare breed is so good. It's so damn consistent. Like, even from top of the bottle to mid to the end, it's really pretty damn consistent. All right, non-chill filtered. All right. That was a better comparison. Okay. So rare breed domestic chill filtered version. All the flavors that you guys are accustomed to with rare breed, the cinnamon, spice, like, you know, a lot of cinnamon, a lot of spice, candied orange, vanilla cream, some caramel. Like, I'm still getting like that cream soda vibe into it. I'm getting that on the chill filtered version as well. This is not a huge leap from this. However, I do feel like the chill filtered version has a longer lasting finish than even regular rare breed. So if there's a difference there, I think the palate is actually pretty damn close. It's not a huge leap. Yeah. And when you keep going back to it, you don't really taste too much of a difference. And there it is. It's on the finish. Regular rare breed. All right, so here's the difference for me. The finishes are actually pretty equal. The difference here with this one, the chill filtered one, there's more flavor on the finish. I'm getting more of the sweet notes on the finish rather than the rare breed, which is giving me just more spice. I feel like the sweetness, the candied orange, is actually pulling and translating to the finish, while the rare breed domestic is just giving you the just more cinnamon and spice. I think you get more sweetness, a little bit more flavor. That maple note that you're getting in the chill filter is actually translating the finish a little bit more than you get in the rare breed, but not a huge leap at all. Yeah. So if you can't get this, don't feel so bad. It's not a huge, you know, like this is like marketed with the non-chill filtered, and obviously it's a bigger bottle. You're looking at a 1 liter bottle of this, and it's like, oh my God, I have to have that. You don't really have to have it. This is actually pretty damn close. This might have just a slight 2% uptick in flavor when it comes to the finish on it that might surpass this rare breed. But otherwise, we're pretty damn lucky to still have rare breed sitting around on our shelves and available for all of us. So yes, that would be my thing right there. I think that would be a good. I don't know how Rare Bird feels about it. I know he said I don't think he thought it was a big really leap either. Yeah, I wonder what the chill filter takes out. Was researching this recently. Doesn't sound like would accept major change in flavor, but in mouthfeel and length of finish. I think that's where this makes a difference. I think the length of finish for me with the chill filtered is what the differentiator is. But front, mid palate, they're pretty equal. It's the finish, I think, that this comes out a little bit more on top. So for me, who's someone who loves a finish, I could appreciate this. But if I can never have this again, I'm very happy with just having some rare breed. So, yeah, not a huge leap at all. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, Rare Bird. Not a huge leap at all. Great thing about Rare Breed is it's available damn near everywhere, even Walmart. Yes, Vladi. I totally agree. Somebody asked me a question, you know, what are like your kind of your top available bourbons? And I said, honestly, look, if I could think about this, guys, like on your own, if you could have like 6 or 7 or 8 bourbons just on your shelf, readily available at any time, you could be pretty happy. You take Cooper's Craft 100, you take Knob Creek single barrel, you take Russell's Reserve single barrel, Rare Breed, Elijah Craig barrel proof, maybe Early Times. What else? Maybe let's see. You get an Old Forester 1920 in there. I mean, you could be pretty happy with that type of lineup. A Rare Breed. I mean, just having those like 7 to 10 whiskeys on your shelf. If you couldn't have all this allocated bullshit that comes out every other day, and just have those 10 or 11 or 12 great options that are available, I mean, you could be pretty happy. I mean, I think I would be. I mean, I love tasting a lot of these allocated things, but it sucks that it's not that available like most of this shit. So what is it? 10:53. All right, let's do a quick review of something else here. I'm going to do the ultimate Rare Breed blend. Let me see what was next on the let's see what was next on the thing here. The Boone County Pot Still, the Starlight, and the Backbone. I guess I'll save the Boone County for another time. I know people were interested in the Starlight. I know somebody I haven't tried this yet. Let's try since I was talking about the Coy Hill, let's try this Jack Daniel's Tennessee Tasters. So this is the twin blend. It's a blend of their rye and their Tennessee whiskey. Let's see how it is. Audriana or any other mods, drop the link to the Women of Whiskeys in the chat if you could. Before we move on to that, when you guys start at 11. Oh, it's actually a pretty nice nose for the twin blend. So this is 107 proof, another 107 proof whiskey here. Straight Tennessee whiskey blended with straight Tennessee rye whiskey from Jack Daniel's. Oh, shit, that's good. I dig that. I feel like you get more of the rye than the typical Tennessee whiskey banana that you get from Jack Daniel's. The twin blend comes off as a little bit fruity. A lot of vanilla in that, actually. Like vanilla extract. Damn. Hey, Whiskey Crusaders in the house. What's up, man? Jack is better at 100 plus proofs. I agree. Turkey Day. Yeah, this twin blend is nice. So this says, all with the barrel entry date of May 19, 2014, blended together, bottled in flavors 107 proof. This has to be probably one of my favorite Tennessee tasters that I've tried. This is really nice. This is one of the better Boo-Ryes that you can have. I know a lot of people think Jack Daniel's isn't a bourbon, but guess what? It fucking is. It's a bourbon. It qualifies as a bourbon. You're seeing this right now. Jack Daniel's qualifies as a bourbon. It can be called a bourbon. They choose to call it a Tennessee whiskey. I don't want to see any more of this shit in chat rooms that people say that, you know, Jack Daniel's isn't a bourbon. It's a bourbon. Wake up. That was my rant for the night. I haven't ranted yet tonight. Oh, shit, that's good. Oh, all right. So, man, what stood out tonight? Had a lot of great whiskeys tonight, guys. The Old Elk Cognac, the Bardstown Ferrand was pretty good. Kentucky Owl Batch 11, not good. The Thomas H. Handy 2021, holy shit. If any of you guys have a chance to grab that and you love rye whiskey, grab the Thomas H. Handy 2021. What else did we try? William Weller, absolute hitter. The Nassif Family Reserve Rum, the new one. It's a great rum if you like rum. Rare breed non-chill filter. Don't feel bad if you can't get it. The rare breed we have right here is pretty damn delicious. Shit, rant harder. Rant hard. What do you want me to rant about? I don't have anything to rant about, actually. Oh, real quick. What do we have? It's 10:57. All right. Where's the it's one of these. This is the Thomas H. Handy. Thomas H. Handy. I'm gonna pour a little bit more of this. It's a wee bit more. And I want to compare it to one last dram for the night, guys. Sagamore Spirit. Sagamore Spirit just released their 8-year-old rye whiskey. Their Reserve Series. We were just there not too long ago in Maryland. We actually did a Sagamore Spirit pick. That's fucking stellar. It's butterscotch in a glass. I want to compare it to this. This is 2 years older than the Handy. This is also, though, it's sourced from MGP. So it's an MGP rye. Shut up, Dustin. I see that. Ooh. Oh, the Sag 8 is hanging with the freaking Handy. Well, let's try the Sagamore 8. Oh, yeah, that is an absolute Christmas tree in a glass, baby. Citrus, evergreen. It's a little like piney, allspice, Handy. Oh, my God. Yeah, the Handy still wins. The Handy's fucking so good. It's just richer and denser. The Sagamore 8 actually comes in at 114.9 proof. So it's got a nice proof point to it. Oh, that's really good too. I think as far as a more traditional rye, the Sagamore would please a lot of traditional rye whiskey fans as far as like the more like green, allspice forward type of rye. But man, if you like a Kentucky rye, a sweet rye, that 2021 Handy, that might have been the best whiskey I tried tonight. That thing is ridiculously good. All right. It is 11 o'clock. Head on over to Women of Whiskeys. Click the link. If you guys are interested in some of my barrel picks, look in the information below in the description of the video, and you can join Patreon. We have a lot of great picks coming very, very soon, including Peerless, including Wilderness Trail, including a Westland pick. We have a lot of great stuff on the horizon, stuff that I can't really mention too much right now. But I want to thank all of you for hanging out tonight and trying some of these whiskeys. Hope you guys got to open a bottle tonight. And yeah, thanks for the support. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. Cheers. Thank you so much for all support. And I will see you next week right here on the Mash and Drum. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.